Welcome to Getting Real with Whitney and Wallace. I'm Whitney Van, a former television news anchor of 30 years, and now I have decided to live my life by design, and I'm in real estate.
I'm Wallace Myers. I'm a former high school student who got into real estate at the age of 18, and now our team sells hundreds of homes a year, and we've also made every mistake in the book. We're here to help you be the best agent you can be.
Absolutely. Avoid the pitfalls and some secrets of success. So thanks for tuning in to this edition. Let's get real with Sam Scott. Sam has been in the real estate business for 10 years. He was a solo agent and now works a team of agents across multiple states. Wallace, you've known him for a little while, huh?
Yeah, we actually worked together. We partnered together recently, and it's been a privilege of mine to get to know Sam and just Sam's commitment to goals. Like, he will go and do whatever it takes and spend an extra amount of time to get things right. I actually taught a class with him. Like, he will go above and beyond even when it gets tough to make things happen. However, specifically, I wanted to talk about something I learned about Sam, an action that he did where he set out to have 100 conversations. And I believe they were all in person. Is that right, Sam?
Yeah.
100 conversations with people in person at an event and asked them about real estate, which led to an insane amount of money. And I want him to share that story to inspire others. So, Sam, tell us a little bit about what happened that day that led to what number was it again?
About 69, a little over 69,000 in GCI.
All right. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you talk now because go ahead.
So back in 2017, and I'm in the Philadelphia area, the NFL was hosting the NFL draft at that point. And being an avid football fan, I was going to the event anyway. Mind you, I was at that point about very new agent. So me and my son, I actually took my son down to it. He was about 12 years old at the time. And I made the commitment to take 100 business cards down there and make one-on-one contact with 100 people to give them my business cards. And my son said, "Oh, well, you know what? I want to do it too. That doesn't seem too difficult, you know?" So I'm like, all right, great. One great teaching opportunity for him to get him to learn commitment, a little integrity, and it gives you a little bit of character for, not only myself to go down to an event where most people's sole objective is to drink a lot of beer and cheer on whoever their team is is drafting at the time. And in Philly, they may boo them as well. So during that time, we kept it very, very simple. The script was kind of something of the effect of, "Hi, my name is Sam Scott. If you know anyone who's looking to buy or sell real estate, just please keep me in mind. Give them my business card and thank them for having a conversation with me." And we did that. I'd probably say over a couple hours. It kind of took us to get through that. But one of the biggest things that I got out of that for me personally was that I found that my son found his comfort level in communicating with the local police who were down there. He wouldn't talk to anybody but the police officers. So he probably gave my business card out to about 15 police officers. But he found his comfort zone and was able to, participate. And it's something that, we still talk about today. And from that, I generated, my first 4 deals came out of that as a result.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So 4 closings. So you ended up having 100 conversations, which led to maybe multiple different possibilities that at the end of the day brought on 4 closings, which was almost $70,000. Okay. So that's amazing. So tell us about what time did you get there? Like, let's just put a time frame on this. About what time did you start having conversations?
So we ended up taking a train down there, and I think we probably arrived around 9 o'clock in the morning because they were still kind of setting up and people were still kind of feeling their way around the area. It was in front of the Philadelphia Museum of Arts is where it was located, to be specifically. So yeah, it was about 9 a.m. when we got there. We probably didn't start talking to people until about 10:30ish, because we were just trying to get the lay of the land and get comfortable.
Get those nerves out is what you're saying. Like, do I want to do this? Am I really going to do this?
Exactly. You gotta
Practice.
get
All
comfortable.
right. So got there around 9 a.m. What time do you think you left?
Probably about 4 o'clock.
All right. So what I'm hearing in this is about 7 hours. In about 7 hours, you went and had 100 conversations and made $70,000. So
It's
7 hours of work. So you're
$10,000
making $10,000 an hour.
I like that. I like that alley wage.
Which, I mean, I know there's a lot of other work in between there too. So it's not like it's just you walked away that same day with a $70,000 check. However, I mean, in reality, 7 hours a 7 hour investment turned into $70,000. That's amazing, Sam. So Sam, tell us a little bit through that process. Was there any point where you were like, man, I just want to give up, or I hate this, or did you start doing it and it got easier? What was that like?
I think the most difficult part was just getting engaged. At first getting yourself worked up to kind of get into it, and then just initially kind of getting people to engage, because I mean, no one came there expecting to be talking to, some realtor that they never met or don't know who he is. But the one thing I know about, Philly is once people start, enjoying themselves, they get a lot more approachable. So we
that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, can I ask you, so many people, their fear of rejection is so enormous, or they get someone who is like, man, I'm here for the draft. I'm not here to listen about your business. Did you have any objections like that? And how did you overcome them to keep going forward?
Mm-hmm. So in that environment, you didn't really get a lot of conversation either way, whether it was someone who stopped to have that couple seconds conversation or people who weren't really engaged. I mean, you kind of knew right away when you approached them, they would just kind of give you one of these, or no, I'm not interested. And you just, you move on. There were so many people that it didn't even really sink into like, let's stop, because it's like, this person said no, but like 10 people just walked by me. So I'm gonna get the next person and get them to stop. So once I got started, it was just a matter of, how long is it going to take me to get to the end of this, to reach my goal?
I hear great mindset. Do you?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Sam, let me ask you, through that experience, what did you learn that you would do differently next time?
Definitely have a plan. There definitely was not a plan. There was definitely not even a singular focus. It was kind of like, oh, I'm just going to go. And I think it was just not knowing, you don't know what you don't know. So, and again, I was new in the business, and I just thought that it was going to be so easy to just get off, and, I'd have those 100 business cards handed out in, 30, 45 minutes. And me and my son would spend the rest of the day just kind of chilling and enjoying the event. Although we did have plenty of time to do that, but just having a plan to execute, even in something as simple as going to a huge event with thousands of people and handing out your business cards, I think you need a plan. You need a plan of attack and a plan of action, because I could have definitely been more efficient, and maybe that 4 would have been 8 or 12 if I actually had a plan.
That's right.
Knowing what you know now, what would that plan look like, Sam?
I probably would do something, because I like doing events, is maybe even I like to give out T-shirts. I like to reward people for talking to me. And I think if I would have had something like that, which would maybe have drawn some people to me, as opposed to me seeking out 100 people, I definitely would have probably put something in place where to get some people to draw towards me, as opposed to basically chasing people down.
Yeah, almost like a bold reverse 100, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
Nice.
that was,
Nice.
get something
For those of you who
flashy
don't know
enough.
that terminology, it means people come to you. Like we're giving away a Peloton, or we're giving away a weekend at the beach. But if they call you or register or something to get in the drawing, then you've got their info.
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
Well,
And
Sam,
speaking of Bold, I was, like I said earlier, I was in Bold. It was my first Bold, and I was actually the like team leader of my group. So there was definitely some accountability there because everybody knew I was going down there to do it. So I couldn't go back and say I didn't get it done.
yeah, accountability. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure. And I mean, if you don't know this guy, you need to reach out to him, find him on Facebook. He is a brilliant mind and a determined, committed person to actions and goals and everything else. So, Sam, thanks again for joining us, and we'll
Thank
see
you,
you guys
guys.
soon.